Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube, my YouTube family. For those who come in, thank you so much to my subscribers. Please do me a favor, if you will. Please like and subscribe if you have not. Please like the video. If you have not subscribed, please become a subscriber to me. I thank my regular subscribers for sticking with me and for hanging out with me when I do my videos. And I also thank the new subscribers who have joined, and I pray that you find something. I don't want to say too much like entertaining, but you find something interesting in my thoughts of what I have to say. That thing does not come on until I sit down in the den to do this. But um, this is basically a reaction to Nicole's, I guess you can say, confession. And like I tell you guys, and I told you guys before, even in previous videos, let me put it like this: ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Um, it's somewhat bewildering to try to figure out why, when this initial show, if y'all could take me to heaven tomorrow, right now, if I hear about this doggone show again, and even I'm talking about it, but the thing that surprised me with the revelations that Nicole is giving now is that it's the total opposite of what she said while there and then when she returned. Um, if many of you remember, we were all haters, we were all jealous. Um, this was going to take her to the next plateau in her career, um, being discovered, and all these opportunities are going to open up to her, and all these wonderful things are going to happen. But today, now it was hell being there. She put it in essence. Um, she was saying that they told her they would take care of them when they got there. That was not true. She was not fed when she got there. She said the only food that she basically had initially was the food that she brought from the airplane, that she got from the plane. I surmise, but um, and I go back again to what I was telling you guys before. What does it profit a man to gain this world but lose your soul? And if you would watch all of this, and if you would watch the fallout or breakdown of all of this show stuff, it all goes back to Sean Bradley. And I keep telling you guys that he's just a spawn of Satan. He's just demonic. He's evil. And everything that's about him illuminates evil and darkness. The lies, the shade, the deception, the manipulation, all to get where? And I say that again, to get you where? See, I can see if there's like, there's a light at the end of that tunnel, or there's a specific goal I'm trying to reach or trying to obtain with my personal life, my career, whatever. I can see, um, taking those necessary steps to do that. Now, let me say this about me. I can't see me selling out anybody. I can't see me lying on or about anybody to make those things happen. I think to say, if those things are to happen, as many of you see on YouTube, if it's for me, God will get it for me. Then there's no manipulation or deception that I have to do. If it's meant for me, and if God has ordained this to be for me, then it will be. It's like I need to do my due diligence, to do the work that I have to do, to make myself visible in that particular area. But I don't have to sell out who I am in the process. And basically what happened, and I won't say that everybody that came out, their platforms were tainted or they lost subscribers or anything like that. I won't get into all that. Um, because it's like I always say, the proof is in the pudding. Yes, something did happen to their platforms and they suffered greatly because of it. Um, because there was just so many things going on and so many stories being told. And people who supported people, for instance, I can be one that said I supported Nicole wholeheartedly in her endeavors because from what I understood, some people said that she wanted to break into the business of entertainment or whatever, and this was her running, going after her dreams and her aspirations. I can't fault her for that, and never will, because many of us have dreams and aspirations and things we like to become or things we like to do in our lives. But I go back again, at what cost? And I always go back to that. What cost? What will it really cost you? Now, I told you when I'm tired, I stutter, uh, and I'm kind of tired. Um, so to hear her say now that it was the most horrible experience that she's ever had, that it wasn't what she thought it was going to be, and the environment she was in was so negative that she hated it. But if you look at the videos on file, or the videos that were recorded, based on that Atlanta trip, you couldn't tell that. You couldn't see that. And basically, now listen to what I'm saying. The show was already taped. The aspect of whatever the show was going to be, that part was already done. So what they showed us, or showed YouTubers, was the after party or after taping show, after the taping, so they were relaxing or whatever. And based on what you see or what you saw, and in many cases what you heard, people were saying they were living their best life. But to be honest with you, the only person who was really kind of quiet and back offish or kind of shy was Sean, for the most part. But Fabe was twerking and Nicole was tapping her butt, and they were having a party. They were having a great time, and we were called jealous. We were jealous of what they were doing. We were haters. We were wishing that we were there where they were, uh, experiencing the things they experienced, and to come back months later saying it was the worst experience you ever had. Um, it doesn't resonate in my mind that well, and I'm trying to figure out what this NDA is also, because in essence she really isn't talking about the show. She's talking about her experience as far as how she felt when she went to the promises that were made to her that were not kept, that were not given. And to me, it's a given. Look at the person who's behind all of this. The bottom line, look at the person who's behind all of this. Um, why would you trust anything that will come out of this individual's mouth when you know for a fact and you're beefing with this individual for a whole year more? He's done nothing but lied on you, called your names, all this. And now, that's why I think at the time everybody was side-eyeing everybody, because everybody that was there, for the most part, based on the YouTube beefing sector, I won't use the word hate because it's such a strong word, but you didn't like anybody that was in the room. You didn't get along with anybody in the room, and you just disliked them. And I think that's what threw everybody back then, because I'm like most of you. Um, I I cannot be around people that I don't like. Yes, I'm saved, but like I told you guys, I have flaws, and people that make me feel discomfort, or people that I don't like, or people who mean me nothing good or nothing, peaceful or harmonious in my life. No, I don't want to be around you. Period, because you've shown me who you are by the things you've said and by the actions that you've done on YouTube. And many of you think it's just stuff done on YouTube. I think people carry these things in their regular life because it's too, how I want to say this, it's too easy. It's nothing that's rehearsed. It's like it's a part of their makeup, of their DNA, to be as they are, or to be as I am, or to be as you are. It's not something I just create overnight, then I just become this person, boom, 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 boom. It's like I think that was already there. There was just no reason for it to surface, if that makes sense. So I'm taken back by Nicole's revelations, because, like I said, she stated it was the worst time she's ever had. It was very negative. The energy was dark. She felt like she was being set up to be jumped on, per se. This is why she didn't go to the other one or something of that nature, because, she doesn't drink, but they were drinking and partying. And see, I've told you guys, and I'll tell you again, there's always a record of the things you've done, the things you've said, the things you've presented here on YouTube in the beef sector, anywhere on YouTube, period. Anywhere you set your phone up or your iPad up or your computer up and you hit the record button, there's a record of it there. It is forever, like the Bible says, thy word, O God, is forever settled in heaven and in earth. It is, there it is. Nothing you can do to remove that or take that away, because too many people have access to it. Too many people have seen it. Too many people have heard it. So it's nothing that's new, and it's nothing that's this big revelation. But it's amazing, again, at what cost. People will sell their souls. For what? Because in this instance, they actually obtained nothing from going to Atlanta outside of, and from what Nicole said, they didn't even get fed. She said the people who, I guess she was saying in her mind, were key players or key figures in this particular production, they didn't even stay at the house. They had to go to a hotel. So nothing was done at the house with them, and she felt kind of funny about that, you know. So see, everything comes out when things aren't working, going the way we thought they should go, and everything comes out when we have to take a look at ourselves and really see ourselves and what we've become in order to obtain fame or in order to obtain some type of recognition. I told you guys some time back, I was praying about something, and I think I was watching a video, and I went into the bathroom, and God said, just take a look at yourself. And I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was just standing there looking, and I kept hearing the Spirit say, no, really look at yourself. I'm sorry, I'm shaking, guys. My sugar's low. Really look at yourself. And when I stopped, and what I did, I took a deep breath. And I closed my eyes, and I took a really deep breath. And I just breathed. And when I opened my eyes, and you might think I'm lying, but it's true, I saw the scars, and I saw the wounds. I saw the tears. I saw all those things that I never dealt with. They were still part of me. But the bad part about it was they were latched onto me to the point where I made them a part of my daily walk and didn't even realize it. I didn't realize I was still carrying those scars, those wounds, those tears, that pain, in many cases that anger, because I never allowed myself to deal with it. I pushed it back, and I said, that's just the way it is, and I went on. I didn't realize how deep it really was, until I had to step back and look at myself and see myself for who I really am, not for who anybody else is, but for who I am. And immediately at that point, I said, you know what? I don't know what I need to do, but I need to work on myself. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, all the things I've gone through, all the things I've experienced, I'm a well-rounded good person, for the most part. I didn't realize I was blocking the road to my happiness by not releasing those things that had me bound, that I didn't even know I was bound or bind it up. So the revelations are, I guess they're coming. I guess they'll manifest themselves as others come. I'm not sure why Nicole, Nicole has her own reasons, God bless her, to do this revealing uh, content regarding what actually happened in Atlanta, and how they were really treated, and how it really went down. And everything for her, even though at the time she said she felt like a princess, she felt like a queen, they were treating them beautifully and treating them great, and all of this, she's stating that it's nothing like what she confessed or professed out of her mouth. In essence, everything that she said that it was not. Um, and there's this other content creator. Most people don't like her. I can take her and I can't take her. And when I say I can take her, sometimes she says stuff that's it's funny the way she says it. But Rita said something one day. I was watching Rita. I was doing Daddy something for him, and she said, just think about it. She said, everybody that's on this particular production, everybody is your enemy or enemy of each other. And everybody that Sean had gotten in that particular production were all of his worst, or for the most part, worst enemies. Because even those that did not go, there were two on his list of worst enemies. And they said that he was smart enough to get most of his worst enemies together in one room. But it wasn't for them. It was for him, and for the sake of what he had going on, but again, behind the scenes. More revelations are coming about different things he's done. And everybody wants to uphold him in his evilness. And I want to try to grasp that he's so this, he's so this, he's so this. There's nothing that he's done or nothing that he does for the sake of is for the sake of humanity or others, but for him. But for him. And I'm trying to figure out what is this hold or grip that he has, or this power that he has to make others take on that same spirit and then fight for the evil and the darkness and the wickedness that comes from him. But a part of me, I guess I'm shocked. The only reason why I'm shocked with Nicole's revelations is that, you know, as I said, I was one of the ones who supported her all the way. You know, because I was happy for her after people saying that's what she wanted. Um, and then immediately she turned on us, or turned on me. I'll put it that way. We were hating, we were jealous, we were mad because we weren't at the show. We were treated like kings and queens, and anything we wanted, we got. Anything we asked for, we got. But the truth has now come forward of how much of a, per se, negative atmosphere and environment it all was, and how she felt out of place because it was too dark and too. Now, if I have to give a in a warfare acting, Nicole, I'll have to give it to you and to anybody else who comes out and says anything negative about Atlanta, because you guys acted very well after the show, because it was after the show you guys partied and had your little sandwiches and you did all these things, and it was wonderful and it was great, and you know, you felt like you were on your road to stardom or on your road to, you know, getting those things you dreamed of, and all of it was a lie. And I keep telling you, Satan, I'm not calling her this, I'm just saying, Satan is the father of lies. He's the father of deception. And he operates through whichever vessel will allow him to. And since been on YouTube for the most part, that's all I've seen with Sean. I've seen nothing really positive or good that came out for the betterment of mankind, humankind, YouTube kind. It's all about making himself the forefront or the focus of everything that's YouTube and anything that's YouTube. And I'm just amazed. It amazes me at what depths, again, we will go to obtain whatever it is we're trying to obtain. Our moral compass, it disappears, and we take on this other thing because all we can see is the money or the dollar signs before us or our names in lights. But let me ask you guys this. I'm just going to say this because I'm not going to put any other cast members in here or whatever. Have you guys seen Sean's name in lights outside of YouTube? Has stardom brushed by him in any kind of way? Y'all tell me he's got a record out. I don't know. I'm not doing any investigation on him. I could care less about all that. And he's got this out, and he's done this, he's done this. But still, and as I said in my last video, you still haven't accomplished anything. And everything that you've accomplished, what it is, the lifter of the veil is here. And a lot of the things that were wrong, and a lot of things that were done deceptive and manipulative, a lot of the things that were done to destroy other people's channels, a lot of things that were done to get some people removed from YouTube. There's one little link that links all of that together, and that's Sean Bradley. But you guys worship him, and some of you praise him, and some of you adore him, and you love his wickedness. Is it because there's a part of you that desires to be wicked? Is there a part of you that desires to hate and to manipulate and deceive, destroy, and kill? Y'all get sick of me saying this, but that's my scripture. The devil comes but for one reason, to kill, with three: kill, steal, and destroy. And that's the epitome. I keep saying it in my other videos. That's the epitome of who Sean is. That's the epitome of who Sean represented himself to be. I'm not going to even place it on fire. I think, in my opinion, when it comes to Fire Baby, I think God is trying to tap her on the shoulder and get her attention and draw her back to him. But I think she's so hungry and thirsty for whatever this YouTube queen, the queen of whatever she's trying to be queen of. I think she can't see because Satan has her eyes so blinded. And I know a lot of you won't like this, but I just see God trying to pull her out and pull her back in and pull her to safety before the destruction. That's what I see as far as Fire Baby is concerned. Because she's just a minion. She's just another puppet. And Sean is the puppet master. But I just wanted to come on and say that real quick. I was just amazed to hear Nicole say everything opposite of what she was proclaiming when she was there in Atlanta, and then when she returned from Atlanta. Um, and I guess the things that she said about us who supported her, all of that was a lie. She's saying all of it was a lie. In essence, by the words of her own mouth and her own testimony and her own confessions. Um, so at this point, people, whoever you follow, whoever you know, the people that you like, understand and know, even in my case, understand all of us are human, nothing more, nothing less. And I would rather present to you the truth of who I am, as I do it now. They try to come up with this whole story or this whole storyline of who I want to be or who I want to create that'll get me out there in the streets. But yet, what will I lose in the process? Is it worth me losing my self-identity and my true self-worth? Because my true self-worth is not dependent upon being liked or being chosen or being at the top or having the numbers. And you all really got a thing with these numbers. Maybe once I get to a certain point, I'll figure it out with the likes and dislikes and how many folks in your chats. You all are really into that because I hear that a lot, a whole lot. But you just beware of things people just say out of nowhere, um, and really listen to what people are saying and really comprehend what they're saying. And like I said, I'm totally shocked by Nicole's revelations, and I'm sure other revelations may come. I'm not sure. But I'm certainly shocked that she did this whole about face now, when months ago, when they were in Atlanta, whenever they were in Atlanta, it was almost like them going to heaven and having a big party in heaven, only to find out it was pure hell. Nothing but hell. Nothing is as it seems most of the time. Nothing is. Take off the blinders. Open your eyes. Number one, open your spiritual eyes. Just open them up. In some cases, just open your common sense. Because again, anybody affiliated with that show, oh God, please deliver that show or whatever with this show. I'm so sick of hearing that. Anyone has any endeavor with that, they've not moved they've not moved further. They haven't gone. They haven't grown greater. They haven't given any positive thing about any aspect. It has done nothing for them except for the most part taint the very character, their very character, and their page, YouTube profile. And so I would ask anybody, was it worth it? Is it worth it? What does it profit a man? There's a reason why God keeps putting that in me. What does it profit a man to gain this whole wide world, but lose your soul? And I ask the question, what does it profit to gain a room in an attic and still lose your soul? What does it profit to gain a, an apartment with no air? But everybody's winning. Everybody's grand and everybody's great, and they're the king and the queen of it's. I get frustrated with it because it's almost as if you show, in essence, and Lord forgive me for saying it, the ignorance and the irrational thinking that you have, that you're the king and queen of a sector, but you have absolutely nothing to show for it. You have nothing to show for it. So, Nicole, I applaud you. If this is your cleansing for you, I applaud you for coming to the realness of what's really going on, and to your revelations of what really happened. Some people say Sean Bradley put you up to it. I don't see why he would put you up to it, telling you about the negative aspects of you going there and how you were in essence mistreated, mishandled while you were there. But like he's the manipulator and the deceptor. He's the head of it all. He's the head of it all. And I was kind of perusing through videos, and people have different videos, and I popped on one of his. I said, well, what is he talking about? And the same stuff, and the same lies, and the same deception, the same manipulations, the same, I'm going to get this person to do what I need them to do. And even though he is definitely guilty of a lot of things. The people who he uses to do those things are just as guilty because you know it's wrong. But for whatever reason, because you want to have that connection with the devil, with the enemy, you'll go ahead, you'll go along with it. You're not prospering. Your life is not turning out any better than he is. You're miserable. You're void of life and of spirit. You're unhappy. And it shows when you come on here. You know, you can talk for 4 hours of spirituality, and people can see that's not really who you are because you have other videos that contradicts everything that you're trying to put out there into the universe. Does that make sense? So, Nicole, I'm sorry you went through that, and I'm sorry whatever you had to go through when you got back, you went through that. But as you now can see, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Guys on YouTube, it's not worth it. Beef sector, it's not worth it. Beef, but it's not worth it. And whatever you're destroying anybody's lives for you to be whatever it is on YouTube, remember, it will come back to you hundredfold. You don't see it, but it is coming back to you. So I just wanted to stop and do this quick little video about that. Once I saw it, I thought, oh my God. You know, my eyes popped because I'm like, everything she said while she was there, she lied. And everything she called us and every time she put us down and every time she said all these bad things about us, she was lying the whole time. And so now you have to ask yourself, what is the truth? What's the real truth? Know that God knows the real truth because he knows and sees all. He created you. He knows it before you even speak it out of your mouth, and he sees you. Know that I love you, but God loves you so, so, so much more. You guys, please be blessed. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you have not. Thanks again to my subscribers. Please share if you like. If there's anything of worth sharing, please share if you will. But I thank God for you guys. Father is resting. I think as much as I wanted him to rest, it scares me because the medication they have him on, it really calms him down. I thank God for that, but it really, he stays asleep most of the time. So that concerns me. I do try to make him eat something, but for now, he's resting very well with this new medication that they're giving him. And so we're just going to take that one day at a time as I see his health is failing and he's going down. So there's so many reasons you just have to stay strong. If not for anyone else but for yourself. So you can endure hardship as a good soldier. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And I'm going to be here for him until I go or he goes. And that's, I've written that in blood and in stone. So that's, it is what it is. But please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you to my subscribers. Please share if you would like. And again, God bless you all. Bye-bye.